episode of TalkYOSpitTV. I'm your host Mario Harris, and man, today is for all my Memphis Tigers fans. Man, I've been meaning to do this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I'm so late on this. Meant to do it last week, but I've been doing every other episode but this. I'm sorry, Tigers fan. Don't hate me. But this one is about the Memphis Tigers football team. Man, they starting off this season pretty smoothly, pretty good. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, man. They playing great football. I'm gonna say basketball. They're playing great football on both sides of the ball, man. They're very dominant. I'm just very overall liking what I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Week one, the Tigers, man, they welcome the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, man, to the best city in Tennessee, which is Memphis, of course. And we had to show them how we do it out here in Memphis. Only way we got to show them how we do it is send them back to chat with an L, man. So Chat had possession first, and they were driving the ball in, and they ended up missing a field goal. So it's time for Memphis to go ahead and get that ball. And transfers quarterback, he's a senior. He transferred here. Brendan Lewis, man. He comes in, makes his first start in the Tigers uniform, man. He goes 8 plays, 38 yards, and capped off with an 8-yard touchdown run by Greg Desarosiers Jr. I hope I said that last name right. Next possession for Chet is a punt, and then next possession for the Tigers is another touchdown. And this one comes from running back Sutton Smith. He makes a big run for 35 yards for the touchdown. On to the second quarter. Tigers have possession first. Frank Peasant run for 18 yards, and he gets the first down. Then Brendan Lewis said he wants to join in on the big run, and he goes for 22 yards, and he gains the touchdown from that 22-yard run. Next possession for the Chat. They finally get the chains moving with the few big runs and some passes. Then they end the possession with a field goal, and that brings the score now to 21-3. Tigers have the ball now and continues their run attack as Frank Peasant run for a 13-yard. Then Brendan Lewis, he run for 8 yards, which Lewis casts off the possession with a 22-yard pass to Cortez Braham Jr. Then another possession for Chat, and then it's another missed field goal. Memphis gets the ball back, and Lewis looks to keep building up the lead. He throws a pass, 13-yard reception to Marcelo Bussey. Then the next play, 17-yard reception to Jamari Hawkins. Then unfortunately, Lewis throws a pick, and Tigers finally have a possession that they did not score on after going 4 for 4 in their last two trips at offense. The score is 28-3 going into halftime, man, and that's basically all she wrote. But hey, we're gonna keep going, man. As Chad, they have the ball this time, man. And Memphis, they get a pick of their own. This one come from Chauncey Logan Jr. A few possessions later, Tigers have the ball, and they are driving again with Sutton Smith. He run for a 7-yard. Then Lewis pass complete to Christian Ross for 14 yards. Then the Tigers end the possession with a field goal. Next possession for Chad. First play, it is intercepted again, this time from DeMarco Ward, and DeMarco Ward takes a pick six for 27 yards. 38-3 Memphis. Chad has the ball, start the fourth, and this time they go 12 plays for 75 yards as quarterback Camden Orth. He throws a pass that's complete to Josh Williams for 3 yards and a touchdown. Few possessions later, Tigers Brendan Lewis pass completion for 25-yard reception to Cortez Braham Jr. Then Lewis run for 19 yards for a first down. Lastly, the Tigers Frank Peasant run for 12 yards for a touchdown. The final score is 45-10. Memphis Tigers, they come up with the first win of the season in the first game. Memphis showed how balanced their offense is. Man, they from both sides of the ball, like I said, man. But they from the offensive standpoint, they have many players that can do many things with the ball. Besides the one interception from Lewis, he still showed he's a very efficient passer. With his game, man, he threw for 10 different receivers, 10 different targets, as he went 22 for 28. Then he had 199 yards with one touchdown. The Tigers also had 4 players that scored a rushing touchdown, with 3 of those doing at least 60 yards on the ground. With all rush combined, they had 233 yards rushing. Then the defense made a huge impact, man. They stopped Chat on many third down conversions, making them miss 2 field goals and coming away with 2 picks. With one of them, they did a pick 6 on. Memphis was very consistent in both sides of the ball, like I said, and they look to keep that up as they go into week 2. They will play Georgia State for week 2. Now in week 2, Memphis Tigers, they travel to Atlanta to play Georgia State Bulldog. As the Tigers look to start the season 2-0 for the third season in a row, Georgia State have the ball first, and DJ Broswell, he run for 9 yards. Then the quarterback TJ Finley run for 15 yards. And then TJ Finley throws a pass complete to Javon Robinson for a 16-yard, 18-yard reception. Few plays later, linebacker Drew Watts sacks Finley for a loss of 9, and that sets the Bulldog up for a field goal that they end up missing. Been like an occurring thing for teams going against Tigers, missing these field goals. First possession for the Tigers, man, they go 2 plays, 66 yards, as Brendan Lewis pass complete to Jamari Hawkins for 50 yards, and Sutton Smith, he run for 16 yards for a touchdown. As the Tigers strike first, they are up 7-0. Next possession for the Tigers, man, after starting on their own 3-yard line, Lewis is sacked and is a safety for Georgia State. And with this possession, they start moving the chains, and they threw a few good passing plays, and then capped off with a Cameron Brown 22-yard touchdown run. The score is 9-7. A punt from Memphis, then Georgia State missed another field goal. Then the next possession for the Tigers, they go 10 plays, 75 yards, as Makari Bodyford run for 7 yards for a touchdown. Possession, they start driving again. They go 8 plays, 75 yards, with Cameron Brown pass complete to Javon Robinson for a 44-yard touchdown. The score now is 16-14. Georgia State is up 2. Tigers are winning now. They're 17-16 going into the half. Second half is all Tigers. Tigers have the ball to start the half and goes 10 plays, 75 yards, ending in a Brendan Lewis run for 5 yards for the touchdown. The next possession for the Tigers, they go 10 plays, 51 yards, adding in an 11-yard reception from Lewis to Cortez Braham. That then Sutton Smith, 13 yards run, which ends in a Makari Bodyford run for a 1-yard touchdown. The score is 31-16. On to the fourth quarter, the Tigers have the ball after Georgia State punts. Brendan Lewis pass complete to Sutton Smith for a 39-yard reception. TJ Finley throws an interception to DeMarco Ward, who gets his second pick, and it's his second pick 6 of the season too. So 2 interceptions that he got in this season are both pick 6s. Shout out to DeMarco Ward for that, man. Great defense, great linebacker right there that he is, ball hawking linebacker that he is. That score would be the final score as the Tigers does win. They get a 38-16 win for the second win of the season. Once again, man, the Tigers, they prove that they are a very, very balanced team from offense and defense, but definitely on the offensive side, man, they do 4 rushing touchdowns, with Makari Bodyford having 2 of those, and a combined rushing total of 205 yards. Then Brendan Lewis proving he's still efficient, throwing 16 for 20 for 198 yards. And lastly, the defense again showing how much they are an impact on that defensive side of the ball. They make the game so much easier for the offense as they do not allow a single point in the second half and having another defensive touchdown. So far, Memphis Tigers football has been very, very consistent. Even with the shaky first half that they had in this game, they didn't let up, and they continued to show their balanced offense attack and impactful defense. In week 3, the Tigers will travel to Troy, Alabama to take on the Troy University Trojans. Now, week 3 on the road, the Tigers take on Troy University, and they look to go 3-0 to start the season. The Tigers, they have the ball first, and they start off strong. Quarterback Brendan Lewis throws a 41-yard reception to Jamari Hawkins. Then Sutton Smith ends the drive with a 5-yard touchdown run. 7-0 Tigers. We move on to the second quarter. Score still 7-0. Tigers have the ball. Lewis scrambles out the pocket, but is sacked and loses the ball. Troy defenders picks it up and runs it in for the score. The game is tied at 7. Tigers next possession, a few successful runs, then a 40-yard pass reception to Jadon Thompson. Another big throw from Lewis. Then Lewis throws it in the back corner of the end zone to Brady Cluth, who makes a great one-handed catch for the touchdown. 14-7 Tigers. That should be on top 10 ESPN right there with that catch, or at least for one of the catches of the year in college football. Late second quarter, the Tigers have the ball, and on first down, first play, running back Sutton Smith takes it 50 yards for the run and the touchdown. 21-7 Tigers to end the half. We now move on to the late fourth quarter as no team score in the third. Tigers are still up 14, and Lewis makes another big pass to Hawkins for 16 yards that sets up first and goal. This time, running back Makari Bodyford takes it in for the 8-yard touchdown run. The score is 28-7. Then the Tigers defense seals the game with the pass deflection that sets up another interception for the Tigers defense. Tigers start this season off 3-0 with the road victory against Troy. Once again, Tigers show that they are dominating on both sides of the ball. Tigers had a total of 430 yards to Troy's 112 yards. That 112 yards for total for Troy was the least they have ever had in a program history. Shout out to the Tigers. Running back Sutton Smith, he rushed for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quarterback Brendan Lewis, he was efficient again for 17 for 27, and he had 213 yards with 1 touchdown. The defense really did their job. They had 8 tackles for loss with 4 sacks, and Troy was 4-15 on third down. And then Memphis only allowed Troy to reach the end zone one time, and the one time that they reached the end zone, that was an interception. So the defense, they showed up big time, only holding. Actually, the offense for Troy didn't score at all. The defense actually scored their 7 points on the fumble. Next week, Memphis, they be back at home at the Liberty Bowl as they have a big matchup. They face off SEC and Mid-South rival Arkansas Razorbacks. So yeah, man, I thank y'all for watching this episode. I know that was kind of quick, man. I've been meaning to do these game by game, but like I said, I kind of forgot about it. I'm sorry, Tigers fan. Do not cuss me out, or if you check me, I'll be on you. I'm trying to tell you, I'll fire you up. Don't do that. Let's keep it cool, keep it sport. I'm just messing, but anyway, man, I'm gonna try to keep this. I'm gonna try to keep this game by game for the Tigers, man. I'm not like if y'all watch my first video on college football, like I said, I'm not a huge college football fan. However, I am a sports fan. I am a football fan, and I am a Memphis overall Tiger fan because I was born and raised in Memphis. So I always root for the Tigers. So I would definitely love to keep these videos going for the Memphis Tigers. As right now, the Memphis Tigers are winning and they are playing great football, man. This is if you know Memphis Tigers sports program, we're more of a basketball program than we are a football program. But however, in the last 10 years or so, something like that, man, the Tigers football program has been very big. They've been very great, winning conference championship, winning record breaking games and record breaking seasons. They have a lot of players that's in the NFL right now. Shout out to my boy Anthony Miller, man. But and also Tony Pollard played for the Titans. Shout out to him too. So they have a lot of players that's made it to the NFL, man. So they are doing their thing, man. So shout out to the whole program of Memphis Tigers football as a whole. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. Thank you to the ones that have, and thank you to the ones that have been supporting me throughout this whole journey, man. Please like, comment, share this video. Like I said, man, we can talk sports all day long. We can talk Tigers football all day long. We can talk Tigers all day long. Anything basketball, we can talk them too, man. Shout out to Penny and his squad. They look to do huge things this season, man. But until next time, I'm Mario Harris. This is Talk Your Spit TV. Thank you.